Hello, hello. We're back. It's Ace Attorney. Miss Kid, what are you looking at? Hello, everyone. We're still on. Oh, right, we're still on day one. There's a lot happening in this trial, but honestly, all I can ever remember is Clussy, and also the guy who has multiple personalities. That's about all I remember. So let's. I'm trying to remember what it is that we're doing right now, like in this specific moment. Oh, right, they're getting the manju that has the sake in it to see if dude really got drunk. Okay, I remember now. I remember. May 13th, District Court, courtroom number 4. Right, I forgot that Black Quilt was our assistant here. Now that the sweet ones have arrived, this court is back in session. Go on, Wando, eat up. Rice flavor. You can really taste the sake. That was delicious. Yes, a unique sweetness and the faint aroma of sake. Yet, I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. What's the matter, Uendo? You're not afraid of a tiny manju, are you? Or are you scared of how many calories it has? Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack like this couldn't possibly... it could never... Less bleeding, more eating, witness. I don't think I've ever seen a... Well, actually, no. Hold on. I'm actually wrong. I was about to say I don't think eating food has been an important thing in a court case that I've ever seen. And then I remember the animated Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, where that very much happened with fruitcake. And then reindeer nip infused to fruitcake. So I stand corrected. Ugh. Fine, whatever. There, see? Perfectly... See? I told you. It don't affect me in the slightest. We might be a little lightweight. Oh, come on. Nobody's that seriously. Nobody is drunk off of this. Ah! Hiya, boy. We'll potentially see the classy again later. But for right now, thank you for the resub. And also, we have a new guy here. It looks like it worked. Oh my! Witness, please tell the court your name and occupation. Hmm? 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 Oh. My name is Owen. I'm 5. You're 5 years old? Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me. So he's Uendo's 4th personality? I'd hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. And even if he had a motive, could he have actually committed the murder? I once again want to point out to the Apollo Justice game trial number 2, where y'all pinned a like a 12 or 13-year-old boy on using this pistol that even grown adults, if done incorrectly, would break their shoulder. That's a very good point. Owen does appear to be very timid and weak. However, we must remember that people have the ability to lie and have done so constantly and continuously in this court, Hello Delphi. It seems the defense was hoping the hidden personality would be the real killer. But now that he is standing here before us, it is clear that none of Uendo's personalities can be the killer. Where can can I even go from here? Shisho. Owen! Do you know something about what happened to your master? Ah! Come on, buddy. Won't you tell Auntie Athena what happened? Ah, what a scary lady! I'm not scary. Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. A pretty please with sugar on top. Okay. Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Shista was super nice. He always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. I love Shisho. Athena, do you sense anything behind his words? I sense his sadness. A sadness so pure it's heartrending, but no discord. Prosecutor Sanmari is right. Owen isn't the killer. But then, don't you find it odd? Find what odd? I'm gonna assume the thing we find odd is why the fuck his name was on the Kurita cards. Well, let's review what we've learned so far. Oendo rearranged the Karuto cards to pin the blame on Bucky. Well, that's because the original mess implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old and absolutely adores Master Tornado. Exactly. The other 3 personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards probably wouldn't have been Master Toendo. So then, who did it? Defense, did the appearance of Owen help you figure anything out? Yes, Your Honor. I now know who it was that first laid out the Karuta cards. Why not? It was a victim, right? No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. The one who first arranged the Karuta cards on the table was none other than the true killer. Windows 5th person out. We're getting him. It's 100%. No, it's not him. We're not doing this. The dead wet noodle number 3? No, it's the true killer. I believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Taifu Tornado. How quickly you move on to a new target when your own theory proves false. You Pokunan. I don't know what a Pokunan is, but I know I am definitely not one. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hear me out? Yes, let's hear the defense's reason. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. But if you are bluffing, I won't go easy on you. Isn't it kind of obvious then? If Owen didn't do it, Tornado would have absolutely no reason to lay the cards out. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. It also, again, doesn't make sense that he'd be able to do it while getting killed. But this is just finally the proof that no, whoever tried to blame Owen was the real killer, because that wasn't... Anyways. Idiots. I understand, Your Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. Who did the Karuta card's name when the scene was discovered? Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky White. That's right, but then we then found out that the message originally read Owen 4th. Which implicated the young boy Owen. Exactly, and the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Uendo. Uendo may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it. I confess, I tampered with the crime scene. The reason Uendo rearranged the Karuta cards and moved the TV was because he saw the Owen 4th message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime. Right on, Prosecutor Blackquill. It would seem that Owen and the other 3 personalities don't share their same memories. It's just the 3 of us in here. Uendo feared that Owen had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Owen from us. But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly. I don't know, I've met some 5-year-olds that could absolutely destroy. Let alone his beloved master. So naturally, the culprit must be somebody else. And this somebody else, the true killer, tried to pin the crime on Owen! I see. That does make sense. This is not but conjecture, composed of half-truths and fantasy. Who, then, do you maintain murdered the victim? I believe Owen might know something about that. I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old, no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent. But your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it's time to let it go, and I saw it. I saw Seashell getting... Owen! You do know something, don't you? Yeah?
Oh my, is this true? If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. Don't you agree, Prosecutor Sodmadi? It's alright, Owen. Go ahead and tell us what you know.
I'm just a little boy in a grown man's body, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. Shiso was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shiso's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared, I passed out. Interesting. This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Biscuit, what you doing? Hi, buddy. Can you tell us anything else about what you saw? I was so scared. So scared. Owen! His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him.
Is he alright? It is time for an impromptu therapy session.
Hey, Judge, I'm supposed to be the one who's supposed to ask for that.
Yes, but you know, I figured even I can see when one's coming on.
His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend the therapy session right away.
Oh, I see. Yes, please, whatever you can to help the poor boy.
Will do, Your Honor. I'd better find the cause of these out-of-control emotions pronto.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hello again, Delphi. We're gonna give therapy to a little boy. We gotta find out what's wrong. Shiso was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shiso's... He got immediately pulled into a 5th F. Rip. What was it? It sounds short enough that it could have been an email. But blood was dripping onto Shiso's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out. Okay. It's probably the blood that would scare this kid. When I was his age, and for a while, you could just say the word blood to me and I'd be scared because I didn't like that stuff. Clown nose? Clown nose. Hi, Kay. That's an interesting idea, but he said it was anyways, yeah, blood was dripping down onto Shiso's face. Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could blood drip down onto his face? As I expected, all we managed to obtain from this child is a tale he dreamt up. I guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something? What do you think, Simon? I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now, so who knows how accurate his memory is. Maybe it's time for that thing instead. Huh? What thing? That thing that you and your cohorts do. What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about. Oh, you mean turn your thinking around? Yes, whatever. It's the same thing either way. Except in this case, we're going to very literally rotate. No, it isn't. Who's ever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, rotate is... Hey, wait a minute. What? You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate just might work perfectly after all. Come again. All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master, Owen must have been lying on the floor. Owen must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder.
What?
That's the conclusion I arrived at when I rotated my thinking by 90 degrees. Which means that all of the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees.
And?
This means Master Tornado was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery.
And which mystery is that?
The mystery of how blood could have been dripping onto the victim's face. It becomes much easier to imagine how that could happen if he was lying down. Like someone bleeding onto Master Tornado from somewhere up above him. I remember now. Somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho. So trying to recall his master's bloody killer is what spooked Owen originally. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker as he was fighting back.
But this means his assailant was injured on the face somewhere, like the forehead, perhaps.
Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yes. Ah, shit. Uh-oh. Well, we can't see your forehead. But you do have a thing, so that's not good. That's bad. Don't you think so, Biscuit? Don't you think this is bad for us?
I see. So that is what happened. But if I recall correctly, the accused has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not?
Biscuit, don't play with that wire. Hey, Nayuta, please, can you not be finding these things that I found and I don't want you to find? Uh-oh. Yeah, that happens sometimes. The thing is, I don't think he kills the audio feed, he just messes up the connection to my headphones. So I can't hear anything, so I have to restart voice meter. And that kills the audio for a second.
That injury of Mr. Wetz is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder.
Why? Bring back all the other people that we've talked to and look at their foreheads?
It seems you have dug yourself into a pit you cannot crawl out of.
No. Even though I figured out the reason for Owen's out-of-control emotions, all I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. I can't talk today. I can't fucking read. What is wrong with me? Hello? What do I do now?
What's the matter? You aren't thinking of throwing in the towel, are you?
But it looks so bad for Bucky. I mean, he had both motive and opportunity. Plus, he has that injury on his forehead.
Your Honor, I sense that the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on. Well, Miss Sykes, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason.
Well, that lawyer did her best, but all the signs point to the defendant's guilt. Maybe it's time she gave up. She tried everything she could. Can we finish the therapy session at least? I really don't want to back down, but...
Silence.
Thank you, Simon. You're the best.
Athena, are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence?
I wouldn't say that, it's just...
Do you remember what you said to Bucky earlier this morning?
I mean, you believe me, man? Of course! No matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end.
Were those just empty words?
Of course not. It's just that all the cards are stacked against us.
Are you still stuck on that line of thinking? Motive, opportunity, and an injury to his forehead. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? Tell me again, who are you to Bucky?
I'm his Miss Chickadee lawyer.
Then do your duty and believe in him until the very end.
I will. Simon's absolutely right. I'm Bucky's lawyer, and he's depending on me.
Defense team, please, no fighting in my courtroom.
Don't worry, just a little bit of a sibling spat. Uncle and niece spat? Because... It was not confirmed, but it's basically confirmed that her mom and Blackwell's sister definitely had a thing going on. Lesbians. Which would make Simon her uncle by marriage? By lover, at least, if not marriage. By proxy. I choose to believe it was mutual, okay? I choose to believe it was mutual because I'm Yuri Trash. The defense is ready to resume, Your Honor. Of course we didn't. She was dead. We didn't hear anything about her at any point. We don't know any of her thoughts and feelings. She was just dead. So we just didn't have a chance. Prosecutor Blackwell was just giving me a pep talk, that's all. Thank you, Prosecutor.
I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of Wet Soba.
Yeah, I got it. The defense would like to now continue with Owen's therapy session.
Owen, would you be alright with that?
Okay. So somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho, bleeding from their head, and smushing something into Shisho's face. That's funny.
What is it?
I still hear discord in Owen's voice, but I don't sense any inconsistencies between his statements and his emotions. And there don't seem to be any contradictions in his testimony itself either.
Ah, so that's it, huh?
Did you figure something out?
Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on his feelings, Athena. But there's actually something he's being very vague about in his testimony. If you can clarify what he's feeling uncertain about with some evidence, you should be able to move forward from there.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll give it a try. I'll just update the mood matrix with the new information, and then we'll be ready to go. I need to present some evidence on what Owen is being vague about. What's he being vague about? I mean, he's being vague on both the person and what's being smushed into their face. Shisho has blood in his face and a knife in his hand. And somebody was smushing something onto his face. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out. So the question is, what was being smushed? I mean, the classic thing that you're gonna kill someone with smothering is a pillow.
Objection!
Let's put a name to the thing Owen's uncertain of, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon that was used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spy the murder weapon right here in this crime scene photo.
Unfortunately for you, I spy nothing of the sort. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during their investigation either. Pray tell, where is this murder weapon you see?
You don't see it because it no longer looks the way it did when it was used as a weapon. This is what the killer pressed into Master Tornado's face. Wait. Was it the noodles? Wait, was he smothered with raw noodle dough? What the fuck? What a way to go! What a way to go! That's how I want to die. Is I want someone to be smashing fruit. No, actually, that sounds terrible. I've choked a little bit before. It's not fun. The mystery person that Owen saw pressed soba into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him.
I grow weary of your tasteless jokes. How could anyone commit murder with soft, delicate soba?
I mean, because before you cut it into noodles, you're still not letting air through. It doesn't matter.
The noodles will instantly fall apart if they are pressed into someone's face.
Yes, I agree.
Well, I disagree. There is a way the soba could have been used to suffocate the victim.
What? You will explain your theory at once, Miss Sykes.
To kill Master Tornado, the culprit must have smothered him with uncut soba dough. The culprit must have used the soba before it was cut into noodles. In other words, the murder weapon was raw soba dough.
What?
Imagine. Just imagine the horror.
Order! Order in the court! Yes, soba dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't?
Are you alright, Prosecutor Sadmati? I was just letting the soul of the victim know that the accused will finally face justice thanks to the foolish lawyer before me. I know what he's gonna say, because I was thinking about this myself. If uncooked soba dough, or even uncut, like all this shit, man, if all this soba was used to kill him and then was made into noodles afterwards, man, it must have made a soba chef to fucking do all this. Ah! Pain. Huh? What are you talking about? Allow me to summarize your statements. As the accused was killing the victim, he was slashed in the face by the victim's knife. The weapon he used to suffocate the victim was the dough in the dressing room. He then disposed of the murder weapon by cutting the soba dough into noodles. Why, you smarmy! Afterwards, the accused put the victim's face into the bowl of soba noodles and broth to wash off the blood that had dripped onto the victim's face from his own. And there you have it, the true sequence of events behind this foul affair. No, wait just a minute! I never once said that Mr. Wet was the culprit! Oh, but the accused knows how to cut dough into noodles, defense.
That's a very good point, Prosecutor Sadmati. I heard that cutting soba dough into uniform noodles requires considerable training. But then, what about the dying message? How do you explain that? The defendant wouldn't have known about Wando's Owen personality.
Perhaps the victim was simply playing with the cards, and they hold no other meaning. Perhaps he spelled out Owen's name in jest, sometime before his murder.
Well, that's true. From Owen's testimony, it's clear that Master Tornado cared for the boy. It appears we've arrived at a compelling conclusion. Taken together, all of these points paint a convincing picture of the defendant's guilt.
Owen, is there anything else you can tell us? It doesn't matter how small of a detail, anything will do. You're scaring me. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen. Auntie Athena didn't mean to raise her voice. I have to be gentler with him. I can't forget he's only 5 years old. No need to be scared, okay, sweetie? Just tell us anything you can remember. Well, when I woke up, the person who killed Shisho was standing over me, bleeding from their head. Owen, you saw the killer's face? Oops, I did it again. So, who was it, Owen? Do you remember? I don't know who it was. I'm picking up some noise. That means there's still something to uncover in Owen's testimony.
I don't know what Owen saw, but suffice it to say, we are analyzing the dreams of a child. You've wasted enough of our time, defense. Let it go and move on.
No! There's still discord in Owen's heart that needs to be addressed. Therefore, I can't give in here.
Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us?
Okay. Clinch the new info and run an update then. Shock and sadness. He was on the floor and somebody was smushing dough into his face. Still shock and sadness. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared. I passed out. And when I woke up, you were happy to see this person. You were happy to see this person. You know who it was. Despite witnessing the culprit's terrible crime firsthand, I want to experience a positive feeling. One of relief? The person the witness saw was no stranger. Rather, it was the accused. Therefore, it is only natural he felt some level of relief when he saw a familiar face. A defense in this madness and sully your soul no more. Owen, who did you see? That nice smell. I love the smell of that perfume. Perfume! I feel like this we're done. We're done. The end. Because I'm pretty sure Bucky doesn't wear perfume. Gee, it's the smell of You can do it. Try to remember Owen. Now, who here would wear perfume? Probably not you. However, the smell of Owen! Prosecutor Sudmani. It was his perfume. He's the killer!
It seems Owen is now resting in the infirmary. They certainly have their hands full today down there. Let's continue with the trial.
Despite Owen's testimony, it is the opinion of this humble servant of the Holy Mother of the child's words were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion. But what about the scent of perfume Owen mentioned? I believe it's a clue that will lead us to the true culprit.
But there are thousands of perfumes in the world.
There could even be the scent of the hair product the accused uses.
He does have one amazing hairstyle, so that's certainly possible.
The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell the difference between conventional perfume and hair products. Why couldn't you have gone for a crew cut or something, Bucky? What's more, the only person who can cut soba noodles with such precision is the accused and no other. Oh man, how am I supposed to argue with that? And so, the person Owen saw at the scene of the crime can only be the accused Bucky Wet. Simon, please tell me that was you. It wasn't? Who said hold it? What the? Hey, Bucky. Hey. I never use hair products or anything with a smell. If I were something like that, the smell would get into the soba. Boom! Check it. Soba for you, soba for you, soba for everyone, please enjoy. Ooh. Mr. Wet, aren't you supposed to be resting in the infirmary? Whatever! You think I'd let my soba stink of perfume? Try that chilled soba for yourself and see.
I believe we have no choice but to try it. Strictly for examination purposes, of course. Now then, let's dig in, shall we? It's wonderful how much food we're getting today.
Oh, magnificent.
That was delightful. Well, I'm satisfied with that there are no traces of hair products or perfumes in Mr. Wet's soba. First, sweet bee buns, and now savory soba. What a delectable trial this has been.
This texture is different from the soba I had the other day. It reminds me of a dish we have in Karain called Banu Pun. What'd you think, Miss Chickadee? Soba's pretty good, isn't it? It's delicious. Don't you think so, Simon? It still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine. Simon, you always gotta be so hard on me.
Bailiff, take the defendant back to the infirmary at once for some rest and some water. I don't know how he has anything left in his system to throw up.
Fresh? Hey, I ain't a lump of plain old weedy udon dough, you know? I'm fresh like my soba. You don't let soba dough rest. It's about the 3 freshes of soba. Grind the seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh, and boil the noodle. Okay, that's important though. That's an important question. If you're supposed to cut it immediately, then that means that there's something wrong with the soba that was in the, whatchamacallit, in the crime scene.
Good grief, what's a defendant?
At least Bucky wasn't the source of the perfume smell. Wait, smelly perfume?
It looks like you remembered something.
The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of a certain somebody.
Oh, and who might that be?
There's only one person that comes to mind. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of this person.
Take that!
Geru Tornado. Yeah, she did smell very nice, didn't she?
Oh, just a moment, Defense. You would throw suspicion on Geru now because of a scent?
Your Honor, there is no need to go along with these ever-changing claims of the defense.
Once again, I changed my thinking as we gain more evidence. It's called growing and learning? I think it's just called learning. I think that's just called learning. That's all I got.
I suppose their claims have been awfully inconsistent.
But Geru could have been at the crime scene.
Yes, but...
You'll get to see those balloons of hers if we call her back into the witness stand.
How vulgar! His Honor is not interested in such things. Setting the matter of her balloons aside entirely, I do believe it's appropriate to ask Geru some questions given the circumstances. This has nothing to do with her balloons. Of course.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pokenka!
You know what that means? You know what that means. Thank you for calling us disciple of the Tornado School of Rakugo back for an encore. It's me, the balloon artist you all know and love, Geru Tornado! 1, 2, balloon!
What wonderful balloon artistry!
Your Honor, please. Now then, what would you like me to make for you this time? Actually, I called you back for more testimony. But I'm all talked out. This case left me completely deflated. Oh, you'll be deflated later on, trust me. What, you didn't find that funny? Anyway, what exactly is going on, Simon?
It seems the person who murdered Master Tornado was wearing perfume.
And you were the only person I could think of who wears perfume. Oh, wait, you mean I'm a suspect now? Geru, you knew about Owen, right? Well, yes, I often played with him at Shiso's request. So that means you could have left that fake dying message, right? What? Just because I wear perfume and know Owen? You think I'm a murderer? Oh, how could you?
The witness is absolutely right. With no evidence but the distorted memories of a small child. It is outrageous of the defense to accuse this woman.
I feel like my clients have been arrested for less. I'm gonna be real. That's right. You don't have any proof. There we go. I think this is correct.
You may step down from the stand, Geru. Oh, the defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime.
Hold on. Do we not, though? Oh, shit, I don't think we do. Do not have evidence that connects to the crime. But... We not? Whose handwriting is this? Oh, wait just 1 minute! I know I have proof, but Owen's testimony is still...
Enough! Please feel free to leave, Geru.
But I'm so close! Oh, there must be something I can do. Well, if the prosecutor says it's okay, then I guess I'll be going now.
Silence.
Oi, Geru. You're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you go on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? So what are you doing leaving halfway through?
Now that's a deflation. There's a bandage on Geru's forehead. And since we know that Master Tornado's killer has a cut on their face somewhere...
Impossible!
How did you know, Simon? I didn't, but I had to take a chance and see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation. Your Honor, Prosecutor Sudmati, the scent of perfume, an injury on the forehead, these things are completely consistent with Owen's testimony. In short, the mysterious individual Owen saw in the dressing room could have been Garu.
Miss Sykes, does this mean you are formally indicting this witness for the murder of Typhoon Tornado?
Once again, I am a defense attorney. I can't indict anyone. I don't have that legal power. Anyway. A shoujo accusation proved to be false. I hope you are prepared to pay the price in full. Simon, what price is he talking about? I thought that should be obvious. Prosecutor Sad Monk is saying he'll see to it you never stand in a court of law again. I must say, though, he knows how to make a trial interesting. Whose side are you on, Simon? Yeah, I have the power of Clussy, but she also has the power of Clussy. That's the problem. Go on, then. Into the deep end with you. You really have but one choice anyway. It's Clussy versus Clussy. It's whoever has the stronger Clussy wins. I feel like we should have a counter for how many times we say Clussy just to fuck with Mark. I feel like I should show Mark this entire trial just to fuck with him. Apparently we're also fucking with Kay. Don't die. Don't die. That's all I ask is don't die. Go on then, into the deep end with you. You really have but one choice anyway. The deep end of the Clussy.
Well, Miss Sykes, I'm waiting.
With regards to the witness, Garrett's Tornado, the defense wishes to... There's no reason for me to hold back. Not if I really believe in my client. The defense wishes to formally indict Gato Tornado for the murder of Typhoon Tornado. Oh. God, that's funny. Hey, remember that there's an exclamation mark clip, y'all. If y'all ever want to make clips of this. If y'all want permanent evidence of the deep end of the Clussy, make sure to use exclamation mark clip. Oh, that's funny. I'm having a good time. I think I'm killing Kay, and I think Delphi's having a good time. I don't know about anyone else. I'm enjoying this. I apologize only slightly. I have tried to be merciful, but now not even your pleas will reach the Holy Mother's ears. You have plenty of time to regret your decision in the pit of hell. Except I won't need to. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Wet. It was Garu Tornado. That bandage is just from a silly slip-up I made while cooking yesterday. How do you slip up cooking and cut your own forehead? What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead? Well, what can I say? That's what happened. You also don't have an alibi for the period before 4 p.m., do you, Garu? But I really didn't know anything was wrong until Shisho was found dead. If you don't believe me, then with a twisty twist. And Bloom! There you have it, an adorable little kitty! How could you suspect a cutesy little balloon artist like me, huh? You're not gonna ever catch me saying any indecent words, or doing any horrible things like say Clussy a bunch. I'm just gonna drag this bit on as long as I can. Garu, I've been meaning to say this for a while now, but could it be that you don't have an eye for balloon art? Don't you think I know that? You didn't have to come out and say it. I'm the daughter of a great Rakugo artist. I never wanted to do stupid balloon art. I was supposed to be a Rakugo storyteller too, just like my late daddy. But Shisho told me to do balloon art instead. I guess the victim thought she had no talent as a Rakugo artist either. But you're still gonna suspect a poor little thing like me? Please stop trying to skirt the issue. It all comes down to the scent of perfume and the cut on your forehead. You and the culprit in Owen's testimony share these two traits. You're dead set on accusing me, aren't you? Well, here's what I have for naughty little girls like you with the twisty twist twist. Wait, no, hold on. Hold on. I'ma cut you, witch. Go ahead. Make me testify all you want. When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop. Got it!
Oh my! Is this yet another hidden personality?
Simon, is everybody in the tornado school like this?
How should I know?
It's the real dark side of the Clussy. Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time to make a courtesy call after my act. Shisho and Owen were in there, but they were both snoring up a storm. I saw the note Shisho left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb them, you know. The perfume Owen smelled must have been left over from when I visited. Hi, Bibees. Thank you for the 25 months in the middle of all of this. Thank you for choosing to resubscribe in the middle, resubscribe while I'm talking about the things that I am currently talking about. Also, okay, I feel like the next time our game starts up, you're 100% going to kill my character as revenge for this. Your revenge is going to be murdering my character in the most, either the most clown-related way possible or the least clown-related way possible, and I'm not sure which is funnier. That's true, I did see that. So Gary's saying she went into the dressing room, but then left right away.
Don't take her at her word.
Come on, do you really think I would? I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened.
Now then, Miss Sykes, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Is this only, okay, is this trial only 1 day? Is this only a 1-day trial? Because usually at this point in the game, they're 2 days. It does say day 1, but that doesn't mean anything. It also says the final examination. Hello? What do you mean the final cross-examination? Yeah, during that time to make a courtesy call, Shisho and Owen were in there, but they were both snoring up a storm. I saw the note Shisho left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb them, you know.
Hold it!
Where did you find your master's note? I don't know. Can't remember. Did you notice anything else unusual or out of place in the room? Well, there was the sake and a half-eaten manju on the table. I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though.
Oh, is that a fact?
Of course it is. What do you think?
And you didn't change anything around while you were in there?
I didn't do anything. Look, I'm telling ya. I didn't see anything funny in this, Shisho, and I didn't touch anything in the room.
Your boldness, I request that Garu's last statement be added to her testimony.
Simon, what's a statement like that going to do for us?
Just play along and you'll see soon enough.
Ugh.
I have no problem with adding that to the testimony, but how about you, Miss Sykes?
I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What is Simon thinking? I didn't see anything funny in this, Shisho, and I didn't touch it. What about the knife? Clussy merch you can get at, what is it, yayotalkshowstore.com? I think that's right. But what about the knife in his hand?
Hold it!
So I just want to confirm, you didn't see anything at all unusual or out of place anywhere near the victim? I already told you, nothing! And you didn't touch anything at all in the dressing room? How many times I gotta say it? No, I didn't touch anything. Oh wait, but then is she saying she didn't see... what Uendo immediately saw when he checked the victim's body? Does that mean it wasn't there yet at that time? What did Uendo see again? Owen saw the knife. And the blood. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. I guess there was something. What is it? That soba making equipment was already there in the room. That means Bucky must have been in there in the dressing room before me, doing something. Ugh. Thanks for the non-help. Well, a new statement has been added, but she's still sticking to her guns. She said she didn't see anything unusual in the dressing room. But that strikes me as a little strange on its own. Really? Why? If Master Tornado really is the one who left that, you'd think Geiru would have noticed it. Really is the one who left? Oh, the cards. And if Master Tornado wasn't the one who left it, then we must ask who did. You know what I'm getting at, don't you, Athena? I think so. I really appreciate Simon's help, but I've got to come up with the answer myself this time. What about the cards?
Objection!
Did you see the cards? Geiru, you said that you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room. That's right. What about it? Then I wonder who left that dying message with the Karuta cards. What are you going on about? It had to have been that Bucky. Sorry, but that's not possible, because only 3 people knew of Uendo's personalities. Uendo, your master, and you. Huh? If Bucky had left that Karuta message, he wouldn't have spelled out Owen. He would have spelled out Uendo. What it boils down to is this. As a member of Tornado School, you, Geiru Tornado, are the only one who could have left that dying message. And as the person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer. Arrgh! Will you ever quit your yapping? You are like wretches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut that holy thread from the heavens and bring you back down to earth. Would you quit butting in whenever things start to go my way? Silence, child. Playtime is over. What did you just say? As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not the only reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Geiru to leave at once. Geiru, would you please relate said reason to the court? There is a reason why Geiru had to leave the dressing room? Well, I didn't want to show you this, but I guess I got no choice. Keep your eyes peeled, 'cause here it comes! Why's your hand all red? Your hand is all swollen and red. What happened, Geiru? If you must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat! Ah, shit. Well, son of a bitch. What? God damn it. Son of a bitch. Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they're usually on the severe side. What type of tornado making soba noodles in his dressing room, Geiru was lucky to still be alive, considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air. Good thing I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But I touched Shisho as he was being carried away, and look what it did to my poor hand. There must have been soba broth on his clothes or something. If I'd inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have had a Caesar, and it'd been good night, Geiru. I never could have stayed in that dressing room for very long.
A person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in a room with soba flour in the air. And certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either. Well, that's what they could, because gloves exist, you dumb motherfucker. Anyways. And also so do respiratory masks.
This isn't good. You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy. As if I would do anything so underhanded. I was simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness. I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out in the open, yeah? Almost bit my tongue. Please be careful when you are making silly noises with your silly mouth, with silly voices. You will bite yourself. Do not bite your tongue. It's very important. If I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. And with that much soba flour in the air, that room could have literally killed me. Look at my hand. Just touching Shisho's body caused this much damage. There must have been soba broth on his clothes, so I never could have been at that murder in the dressing room. I still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a soba allergy. Did you know, Simon?
Doesn't look like I knew. Protect the privacy of the witness, my foot! What a dirty trick.
Now what do we do?
There's only one thing to do. Put Prosecutor Sadmonk to shame with your cross-examination.
Right. No matter how small, I'll find us an opening and break her testimony down. Okay, if I come into the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. And with that much soba flour in the air, that room could have literally killed me. Let me... Let's see here. Linda discovered the victim's body upon entering the room after Bucky left. Before Bucky came to the theater, Gator was outside feeding her dog a number of dumplings. Dogberry's leftovers in the yard. Invitation. The wet soba deed. Typhoon's report.
Hold it!
I'll give you that there was quite a bit of flour scattered about in that dressing room. But you went in to pay your respects to your master regardless, right? Yeah, but like I said, I came right back out. I mean, the soba making tools were right there. You better believe I was careful not to breathe any of it in. But you still could have committed this crime if you'd held your breath while doing it. Don't be ridiculous. I would have suffocated to death before Shisho did. I guess you're... Again, masks exist. Jeez, get a grip, will ya?
Hold it!
Maybe there's a twist here. Like you're actually allergic to dogs and not soba? You can bring my little Jugamoo in here. I'll hug and squeeze him like there's no tomorrow. I need to change this smoker voice. I'm telling you, I have a genuine, honest-to-goodness soba allergy.
A defense of the witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. Any further deliberation on the matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless.
You heard the man, lawyer girl. Oh, right, fine. I was just starting to think the same thing myself. Doesn't mean I have to like it, though. I probably got this allergic reaction on my hand here because I touched Shisho. I don't think that really makes sense with the information we have. I don't think that's really possible.
Objection!
Music's still going. I failed. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
If Mr. Panda says there is none, then there...
Ask the panda over there. I'd missed that part because I'm just not really reading at the moment. Yikes. Down, boy. Nice, Panda. Okay, that wasn't it.
Hold it!
I have a question about that, actually. If you're allergic to soba, does that mean you're allergic to the noodle broth, too? Well, the buckwheat from the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh. Touching soba raw can be just as deadly for me. Don't you know anything? What an amateur. I'm sorry. Do I look like a doctor to you? Look, anything that has soba in it, or anything that has touched soba, is like poison to me. Murder in the dressing room. So, I just want to cover all of my bases, but... could the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room? Well, that is out of the question.
By even asking, you show your complete disregard for all we have discussed until now. Yes, I have to agree. The defense can't go around suggesting new premises without basis.
Unfortunately for you, Shiso didn't take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder. Well, that is unfortunate for everyone. I don't see any particular inconsistencies in her testimony, and she seemed to be telling the truth about her buckwheat allergy. What's your point? My point is I can't find a single foothold. Well, if you can't find one, make one. You want me to just make up some baseless accusation? When will you stop behaving like such an amateur? If you don't see something fast, the trial won't end here. I know! I can't let that happen. I have to do something, anything.
Hold it!
I feel like this isn't gonna help us. You're not lying. Okay, we've technically already covered this, even though we didn't read this part. Of course not. I swear on the grave of my father up in heaven. I can even get you a doctor's certificate if you want. She seems to be telling the truth. I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember, but I never dreamt in a million years it'd clear me of murder.
And you'll come out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flour to boot.
Well said, Your Honor. Okay, we did have to press everything, though.
Ageru could not have possibly committed this crime in a room where soba was being made.
A room where soba was being made. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victim to begin. What would Mr. Wright do at a time like this? Of course, there's only one thing to do. What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you? Nope. It's just the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I see. You have no rebuttal, so the only thing left to you is to smile. Oh, oh. That's where you're wrong. I do have a rebuttal. Do we? Turn your thinking around, Athena. Don't try to figure out how Geru, who's allergic to soba, could commit the crime. Figure out how Geru could be in that room and not have an allergic reaction instead. Flour dough. It wasn't... And I'm fresh. You don't let soba dough fresh. The buckwheat seeds. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting, do not disturb. Who wouldn't think Shiso was napping? But what if it was flour and not buckwheat? Get fucked. Mon Dieu! What if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means? Oh! He's talking about the dough is resting! The dough is resting! Not Shisho. The dough was resting, and you don't let soba rest. But you do if it's flour. If that's the case, I might be able to prove that Geru could have committed this crime. And no matter how hard you search your mind, you cannot overturn facts.
Well, Miss Sykes, if you have no further objection, I'll hand down my ruling.
True, I can't overturn facts, but what if we got our facts about a piece of evidence wrong? But our facts wrong. What are you talking about now?
And what piece of evidence do you mean, Miss Sykes? Please point it out to this court.
This evidence proves that Geru could have killed her master, even with her soba allergy.
Take that!
It's Master Tornado's note!
The note?
Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witness's allergy and that note? The answer lies in the true meaning of this note.
Its true meaning?
This note does not mean I am resting, do not disturb, as we had assumed. But rather, it actually means this dough is resting, do not disturb it.
Wait a minute, Athena. That doesn't make any sense.
You're right, it doesn't. After all, as Bucky told us many a time, you don't let soba dough rest. What's all this jibber jabber got to do with anything? This is it, the home stretch. This note and Mr. Wet's word had led me to the conclusion that Master Tornado was the victim. Typhoon Tornado was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead.
Pokunka!
That layer of flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Geru to be in that room and kill her master. Ow.
What? But if that's true, it changes everything.
Your Honor, the defense requested the flour in the room be tested immediately.
But soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Geru did have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things?
Well,
even were it udon flour instead of soba, you still cannot prove Geru committed the crime.
but
Don't lose your nerve now. Keep charging forward or you'll feel my blade at your back.
enough with the threats already. I got it. Talk about pressure. All right, Athena, take a deep breath and go over everything again. Here we go. I guess it really is only one day. So we're about done with episode 4. I'm going to re-visualize the case from start to finish. I have to find conclusive evidence that Geru committed this murder. What was Master Tornado making in his dressing room? By my logic, Master Tornado must have been making udon noodles in his dressing room, but something at the crime scene indicates otherwise. What was found in the bowl on the table? Even though the master wasn't making soba, soba noodles were found at the scene. So that means the noodles had to have come from somewhere. Wait a minute. One mysterious serving of soba noodles? That sounds familiar. There was one left in the fridge. There was one left in the fridge. The master's soba stock. The soba noodles found at the scene were from the master's stock of uncooked noodles. But then, why would the culprit go out of her way to cook the soba and put it in the bowl? The culprit wanted to hide the udon dough. Soba was found at the scene, so that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. But why did the culprit take the udon away and hide it? It must have been because she killed him with the udon dough. It would have blood on it. The murder weapon was udon dough. Every time I say udon dough or soba dough, it sounds like, I don't know why, it just sounds like there should be more to it. It sounds like, it just sounds weird. I don't know how to explain it, like some sort of technique or martial art. That's it! The udon dough was the real weapon used to kill Typhoon Tornado. The dough. The dogo. The dog! The dumplings! The dumplings that were found, the dumplings that Geru gave to the dog was the udon dough that she used to, that's fucked up. She gave her dog dough that had been coated, that had human blood in it. That's fucked up. It had her blood on it. Yeah, that's true. The real, still human blood. The real murder weapon was the udon dough the victim made. If we can find this dough, that'll prove my theory correct. And undeniably prove Garu's guilt. Even if we could find this dough, what makes you think that it would prove she's the one? Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor Sanmari. If the injury on Garu's forehead was caused by the victim's knife, then Garu's blood must have dripped down onto the dough used as the murder weapon. That would make the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Oh, but what is this conclusive evidence? Let us hear your theory on where this murder weapon is. Well, it's... If I can't find the answer in the evidence I have on hand, we'll lose this trial. So how did Garu get rid of the udon dough? Think, Athena, what do I have that points to suspicious behavior on Garu's part?
Now then, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. Where is the real murder weapon hidden?
Nice barking you did there. I assume you have the bite to back it up. I do love that he's giving subtle hints, again, probably without realizing it, but I've already figured it out, Simon. I don't need your subtlety. Stop distracting me, especially not right now. Woo! Hi, Maya. I'm postured, I promise. I'm hydrating. There we go. Bonk. Is that for saying Clussy so much today? Is that what that's for? Garu! What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about a murder. Stuff that cute act in your balloon hat. Stuff it right up your own Clussy. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't know whether to be sorry or not. Okay, I deserve that. Only a little bit. I can't tell if if you're... I can't tell if just... I can't tell to what degree Kay is actually fucking dying here, and how much is joke dying. There, we got rid of the duh. What words specifically, Kay? What words would you like me to stop saying? It's an important question. Garu got rid of the dough she used to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. She did it right in front of Prosecutor Blackwell's nose, by feeding it to her dog. That's fair. That's valid. Alright, hold on. I can go 5 minutes without saying that. Dairybot, why did you say it twice? No, Of course, now it all makes sense. The word that is currently on my shirt, I can't say that. I was puzzled as to why Garu, who should know her own dog's eating habits, would feed Yugamo more than he could possibly finish. Your Honor, please order an investigation of the yard right now.
And what should the police at the theater be looking for exactly?
Yugamo must have buried his leftover dumplings somewhere around the doghouse. Dumplings that Garu made out of the udon dough with her blood in it.
This is preposterous.
I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might have given up along the way. What are you blathering on about? You still have work to do. Now, by your hand, finish this wretched case off, Athena. You got it! See, this is actually a really easy word band for me, because it's not something that'll naturally come up in the game, so I can't fuck it up like that. Garu, do you remember what you said would happen when the truth is finally revealed? Hi, Biscuit. Hi, baby. When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop. Got it. Okay, so here's the thing. I was kind of spoiled for this trial back when this game first came out. But to be fair, I wasn't 100% sure. There could have been other options. But I'll tell you when we get to the part that I've seen gift on Twitter at least once before. Well, now the truth is out, and it looks to me like it's your balloon that goes pop. Hey, everyone, please be prepared for the gift that I think is about to happen. Oh, look, her balloon popped. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Probably this one, though. Give it a second. Pokken Ka! It's... I don't... Nope, not yet. Not yet. I was the one who was supposed to inherit that name. But then Shisho... There go all the balloons. Where's the last balloon? Oh, her nose was a balloon? Why are my balloons bursting? Daddy, are you mad at me? I've been a bad girl. Ah! This gif. That one. That. I've seen that gif before. Oh, even her hair's fake. That part I wasn't expecting. I knew that she had the... I knew that her tits were balloons. I didn't know that her hair was fake. Were those her ribs? No, they were her titties. Her titties went pop. That's why she had no cleavage. That's why her outfit very specifically made sure that there was no cleavage. I can't believe I'm saying. Also, Biscuit is in my lap. Everyone say hello to Biscuit. Hi, Biscuit. Are you ready to tell us everything now, Geru? The whole reason I entered the world of Rakugo in the first place. To follow in my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his stage name. His stage name? You don't mean... Wendo Tornado. I knew I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that... if I did the stupid balloon thing like Shisha wanted, I'd inherit the name someday. But Master Tornado gave the name to his junior disciple. Yeah, that's why I took my revenge on Shisho during the show celebrating the name succession. So that was your entire motive? I doubt anybody else could understand, but inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living. Of all the days you could have taken your revenge, why did you choose the day of the show? Because I wanted to pay Wendo back for stealing what was rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on him at the show where all the Tornado fans were gathered. Time is up. Well, yeah. And thus everyone was, I do, but yeah, so I remember basically when this game first came out, everyone was like, holy shit, hot clown, let's make a bunch of porn of the hot clown, we gotta get that classy. And then, some people were like, hey, some of y'all know this part? And then it was the gif of her tits bursting. Classy queen. Wait, how did the song go? Dancing Queen 97? I don't know how that song goes. Someone make Dancing Queen, but make it Classy Queen. Thank you, and I love you, and make sure to share it with Yayo. Very important, very important. And also, Kay, you can close your ears for a second, because I'm about to give everyone a request later. Remind me when we in a stream, and we raid Kaden and Molly, who are swooning over stands, to make our raid something about Classy. We need to. Biscuit, don't bite that. Hi, baby. That's my thumb, baby. Are you biting my thumb? Little baby. Bye, Maya. We'll see you later. Hope work is going well. I wanted to pin the blame on him. But then Uendo trying to shift the blame onto Bucky Wet. And now we know the whole story. There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tornado was making udon in his dressing room yesterday? No, I didn't. When I saw the soba making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get my revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it. That seems like a lot more work. However, it's not a bad idea, Maya, if you would like to go ahead and find out what that is and get it for us. I would super appreciate it. Or I'll just get it myself when it's time. Actually, no, you're going to work. You go to work. I'll do that later. So it was a premeditated crime, but in the end, you only went through with it on impulse. Then the allergic reaction on your hand. Is it from touching the soba in the refrigerator with your bare hands when you were tampering with the crime scene after your master's death? Yeah. By that time, I wasn't clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy. Nah, you're good. You go. I'll do it. Garu, how could you do all this, you idiot? Garu, I get your desire to inherit your father's name. But what you really should have inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart. His heart.
Do you have anything to add, Prosecutor Sadmati? Any objections?
No, Your Honor. Miss Athena Sykes. Yes? That's the first time he's used my name. I shall be sure to remember your name. Really? It seems he finally recognizes you as a proper adversary. Thanks! That's all I ask, Prosecutor Sadmati.
It looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant.
Hey, he's not drunk anymore. Good job, Bucky.
Oh, good. It seems you have made a full recovery. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Bucky Wet, not guilty.
Woohoo! Yay! Wow! Ah! Woo! Wow! Da! Question, should I keep this outfit on for the rest of the stream anyway?
This court is adjourned.
May 13th, 11:55 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 6. Congratulations, Bucky. I'm so glad you were found innocent. Thanks for everything, Miss Chickadee. Okay, if I normally go, thanks for everything, Miss Chickadee. But it still sucks that you were accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did Owendo have it out for you or something? I don't think so. Owendo said it was a spur-of-the-moment idea he got when he saw the soba-themed cards. Simon, where have you been? I stopped in at Owendo's questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get framed for a crime on a whim. No way. I almost got convicted out of convenience. Well, at least you've been completely cleared of all charges, so back up, Bucky. On a more important note, what I really want to know is, why didn't Master Tornado let Garu inherit her father's name? What do you mean, on a more important note? Don't be such a wet blanket. Just go with the flow. Now, come on. You think the Master was trying to encourage her to quit the entertainment business? No, that's not it. He didn't give the name to her because he wanted Garu to find her own calling in life. Perform whatever she wanted without being bound by her father's name or Rakugo. Making udon was his way of showing his support for her in her new endeavor. So that's why he called you to the theater, huh? To teach him how to make udon? A more roundabout way I've never seen, but that's Master Tornado for you. So this entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding? How sad. By the way, Garu wasn't the only person Master Tornado was trying to cheer on, even though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intentions. What? You talking about me? Come on, no way. All what old man ever did was criticize my soba. That's not true, Bucky. There must be a way to make Bucky see just how much Master Tornado cared about him. The soba cards? No? That's supposed to mean something to me. I thought this would do the trick, but I guess not. I knew it. The old man never expected much out of me. You're so dense, the both of you. Oh, it was the deed, of course. And at the holder's name in particular. It's still in my name. Master Tornado was just up to one of his tricks when he said he stole the shop from you. He was trying to force you to grow into a truly capable owner in your father's stead.
He probably used some tough love on you so the shop wouldn't just go belly up. Oh, what? I don't know why that's so funny to me. His fucking hair. Let's see. I never knew. Oh, Master Tornado. I'm so sorry.
Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations.
How? How did you...
Thanks, Simey. And you too, Miss Chickadee. One day my soba's gonna be so good, it'll knock that old man's socks clean off. After all, I'm the 4th generation owner of Wet Soba. Wet Noodle number 4. Oh, I'd better be getting back to my shop. I gotta get ready for the lunch rush.
Oh, hold on. Can I place an order for delivery, Bucky?
Yes, Miss Chickadee?
Could you deliver a bowl of udon to Geru on behalf of her master?
You got it! I'll make sure it's got all the TLC Master Tornado would have packed in it too.
Thank you.
Well, I'll see ya. Be sure to drop by the shop sometime.
I will. And I'll bring the whole agency with me. You know, when they're back from vacation. Quote-unquote vacation, where they've nearly died several times.
Do us all proud, Bucky. All the best soba in town waiting for you when you come. Peace out.
I keep forgetting he skateboards everywhere. It's nice to see somebody giving it their all, isn't it? I wonder if I leveled up any thanks to this case.
Don't kid yourself. The trial would have been a spectacle and a half had I not been by your side.
You don't know that.
For a lawyer who's versed in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyze yourself more objectively.
Or you could just teach me your famous mind tricks, Simon.
No.
Way to shut someone down, and why not?
Because the more pesky lawyers there are, the harder my job becomes. So it's in my best interest for you to remain green forever.
Hey, what about what's in my best interest, huh? Besides, weren't you the one who had the wool pulled over your eyes by a window?
Must you remind me? How could I have known a window would do time soba?
Hey, speaking of time soba, I just thought about something funny.
Oh goody, I can't wait.
Okay, here it is. In time soba, why didn't Mon number 9 get counted? Come on, do you know, Simon?
How should I know?
Because 7, 8, 9! Thank you, I'll be here all week. Rotful. ROTFL.
That I should have known. Come on, let's go get sober or something and go home.
Your treat?
I'll treat you to 50% of the tab. And don't forget, you still owe me for that manju.
Really, Simon? It wouldn't hurt for you to pay for me every once in a while, you know?
Quit squawking and start walking, Athena.
They really are related. Even if not by blood. Hey, wait for me! He really is the weird uncle, and I love it. I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer, but just like Mr. Wright, Apollo, and Simon before me, I'm going to get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. Je peux le faire. I can do this! The end of this particular trial. Huzzah! Episode 4 is complete. You know what that means! Do you know what that means? I'm looking directly at you. In the eyes. Yes, you and me. Come on. We're having a moment. We're having a moment. Keep looking. Okay. That means we are on the magnum opus of this game, and then technically the special episode afterwards. But still, this is the trial. This is the one, the climax, the end, the finale. The one that'll end everything, and it's turnabout revolution. Obviously, we're going to be Phoenix Wright, and our client's going to be Dirk, just like I predicted who knows how long ago. I think fucking trial 1, I'm pretty sure I predicted this shit, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Did I? I don't remember. Well, let's move on.
Now, last we saw in Karain, Viva la Revolution. He's gonna be here. We're all gonna be here.
That's far enough.
Who's there?
It is I, the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Good people of Kurain, we can't allow things to go on like this. The Defense Culpability Act has done nothing but produce countless victims of wrongful convictions. The time to act is now, for we, the Defiant Dragons, have obtained the ultimate weapon, the Founder's Orb.
The what?
And to the Garenian regime.
Oh, right, the thing from the first trial.
I will personally dethrone you. A dragon never yields, nor will he rest until his revolution is complete.
May 16th, 11 a.m. Right Aging Agency.
And this concludes our report on the recent television hijacking incident in Karain. But really, who could have anticipated such a surprising turn of events?
Did you hear that, Polly? Someone hijacked the airwaves over there. It's like something out of a movie. Apollo? That's my... yeah. Wait, no. Oh, that's not his voice. Yeah. Sorry, it's just weird seeing my adopted father again after so many years. Dirk, what are you up to this time? Oh, wait a second. Do you know the TV hijacker or something, Apollo? You could say that. But it was a long time ago. And why do you know something like that? I mean, they're calling him an insurgent. Yeah, about that.
Hey now, is that any way to talk about the man who raised you?
Huh? Hi, Dirk. Hi, Dad. Pops, how you doing?
Hey there, Paulo. Long time no see. How have you been, son?
I love how casual he is. He's just so incredibly casually walking into the office. It's that guy that was on TV.
Guilty as charged. Surprised to see me, Apollo? I just beamed in from Karain, and boy, are my arms tired.
This can't be happening. I must be dreaming. Or hallucinating. Or both. No, you're not, Apollo. Has that TV hijacker's that's insurgent in the flesh. I'm so confused. Mr. Hijacker, sir, I have so many questions, I don't even know where to begin. But let's start with the bit about the man who raised you.
Wait, don't tell me you haven't told anyone about me, son. It's okay to brag about it. Tell everyone your old man's me, the Rebel Dirk. I mean, my face is all over TV these days. I'm practically a celebrity.
I immediately love this guy. I love him so much. He's so fun. Like, he puts on such an air of seriousness in every other time we've seen him that now that he's with Apollo, he's just such a dork. Brucey, what do you say we close up early today? What? Why?
Oh, come on, son. No need for the cold shoulder.
I know I'm going to regret this, but... What do you want, Dirk? You just show up here without warning after all this time. What gives?
I came all the way to see you, son. Come, rejoice!
Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason you're here?
Well, okay, so maybe there's a little something I need your help with, too, but... The fact is I came here to see you. That's the honest truth.
Yes, I think we've established that. It figures. I haven't seen him in 10 plus years, and he's already asking for a favor. He really is a rebel in the purest sense. He just does whatever he pleases. Come on, Polly, I need details! Inquiring minds want to know! Okay, hold your horses. First, I've got a few questions of my own.
Pleased to meet you, little lady. My name is Dirk Sadmati,
Hey, that last name sounds familiar, doesn't it? Dirk, I hope that you are happy to meet your adopted son's half-sister? What would that be for him? Adopted half-daughter? Is that a thing? I'm making that up now? That's fine. I choose to make that up. That's your adopted half-daughter. Trucy right. I'm, well, a rebel by trade. A rebel? But on TV they were calling you an insurgent. So which is it? Personally, I vote for a rebel with a cause. A real headache for anyone in your way. Trucy. You got me there. I'm the head of a resistance group. The Defiant Dragons. We're like the good, the bad, and the ugly, but without the good part. And Karain, I'm like the boogeyman. Tall tale parents use to spook their kids straight. That's too bad. You seem like you'd be a fun, cool guy to hang out with. This little lady's a real catch, son. I'm talking Nope. We are... Knowing what we know, I'm tossing that sentence out the door. Tossing that sentence out the door. Wait, what? Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Dad? Aaliyah by proxy? Lamorar really needs to come in and fucking settle this shit. Just be like, hey, Phoenix, I'm gonna come home and actually tell my kids that they're my kids. God damn it.
She's a plucky one, alright.
Someone pluck me out of my misery. Now, about that man who raised you business. What did Mr. Dirk mean when he said that he's the man who raised you, Apollo?
The truth is, I grew up in the kingdom of Karain.
Did I, never mention that? Oh, so you grew up in... Karain? Karain? Wait, are you saying you're not from around here, Polly?
No, it's just I was raised in Karain when I was really little.
Still, that's a shocker. It's like I hardly know anything about you. How come you never told me?
Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you?
What, that I was raised by a wanted criminal? That's like a bad joke. It does sound melodramatic. I doubt anyone would even believe you. See, you two haven't seen each other in a while, huh?
You could say that. I'd wager it's been at least 10 years.
Wow, that's a really long time.
Yeah, well, I figured he'd forgotten about me. Not a chance. It just, well, starting a revolution takes time, and keeping it going even more so. And being a wanted man, I couldn't just hop on a plane to come say hello. I get it. It's fine. Though, truth be told, it's weird having Dirk suddenly show up acting all paternal. I even almost forgotten about Karain. No, that's not true. I probably tried to forget about it on purpose.
Now then, Mr. Dirk, what is it we can help you with?
I need to get my hands on the Founder's Orb, the most sacred treasure of Karain.
Don't you already...
Well, that's where you come in.
The Founder's Orb? Oh, wait, but didn't you say you already have it in that broadcast of yours? To be fair, he was not raised in a cult. A revolution is not a cult. And also, he didn't get super into space. His best friend got super into space. He got super into law.
Don't go believing everything you see on TV, little lady. No one's seen hide nor hair of the Founder's Orb for some time.
No way! So that was just a bluff? What are you going to do if you don't find it?
I don't know. Guess that just means we have to find it, son. Because I can't really back down now, can I?
Ugh, different year, same old Dirk. It's all coming back to me now. Hold on, I think I read something about this in the newspaper a while back. Something about you guys stealing a sacred treasure from a temple's treasure room.
That's a lot of crock. We don't lay a finger on the orb.
Really?
Yes. Baseless allegations, all of it. Our enemy has really found a way to keep us on our toes.
Ooh, so it's like a setup.
That's the long and short of it. However, my compatriot has been hot on the orb's trail. And just the other day, his hard work finally paid off. We now know the Founder's Orb is in Karain Village.
I'm sorry? Excuse you? Crane Village?
Yes, I hear there are spirit mediums there. They even have direct relations with Kurain.
Spirit mediums. Right.
Some doctor of archaeology there supposedly has the orb. His name is Archie Buff.
Archie-buff. Archie-buff? Archaeology buff?
My divine dragon compatriot has already made contact with him. Apparently, someone asked the doctor to study the orb.
So whoever asked him to do that is the real thief?
Most likely.
And do you think this guy will just hand the orb over to you?
My compatriot, Dad, says Dr. Buff has already promised to do so. Seems he knew it had been stolen and wanted to do the right thing.
Ass. I remember running around with him when I was a kid. So he's here too, huh? That would have been fucking hilarious. But also, it's so on brand for an Ace Attorney thing. You just did a good job.
Apollo, I want you to be present as my lawyer when I take possession of the orb. Would you do that for me?
Fine. And I'll charge my standard fee. Now tell me about the Founder's Orb. If I remember correctly, the Founder is always depicted as a faceless spirit medium. Well, what do you mean, faceless?
They can't be... Images of the Founder, the Holy Mother of Kurain, never show her face. Because if they do, she can be channeled by spirit channeling. The Pictus commit the greatest taboo in Kurainism.
The greatest taboo, huh? I wonder why. I already know why! And I imagine Maya herself is going to channel her at some point. I mean, what could she have looked like to make them hide her face like that?
As for the Founder's Orb, it was discovered during an excavation 8 years ago. And has an interesting legend that goes along with it. It's said that there's a riddle to the orb, and that any who can solve it will receive immense spiritual power from the Founder herself.
Sounds like one big fairy tale to me.
In any case, it's just what us divine dragons need to get our revolution started. With it, we can gain the spiritual power and thus the legal authority to rule Kurain.
Oh wait, so suppose I believe this legend. Then anyone could become king or queen? And that's why you think it'll help you overthrow the Grand regime?
Only the ruler of Kurain have ever laid eyes on the orb, Apollo. A legendary treasure that bestows immense spiritual power. Doesn't that sound like something you'd want to see with your own 2 eyes?
That does sound just a tiny bit intriguing. I don't think I've ever seen a court record item that doesn't have an image attached to it.
That should just about cover everything. Any other questions?
Not right now.
Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you a present. Eat up, son.
Sushi.
I figured you probably couldn't afford 3 square meters of deal. Scream 3 square...
Take 2? Or 5, whatever that is.
I figured you probably couldn't afford 3 square meals a day, so...
Yay! How did this thing know it's time for lunch?
You dig in too, little lady. After all, we're practically family, right?
Thanks, Dad. Ooh, that tuna looks good.
The salmon sushi's got my name on it. Aren't you hungry, son? This is some of the best sushi you'll ever have.
I'm good.
Oh, well, okay then. Actually, I have one more present for you. Here.
What's this?
A picture of your father. It's been 23 years since he passed away.
I'm sorry? An actual picture of his dad. Straight up his actual dad. Finally. This is my father?
His name was Jove Justice.
By Jove. Is his best song, Living on a Prayer? I love that song. Jove.
I haven't talked to you about your real father in some time, but as you know, he was a musician. A wandering minstrel, if you will. And a talented one at that.
I highly doubt that, because Trucy's younger than Apollo by about 5 years. And he's been in Karaim the whole time. Why are you giving this to me now?
I thought it was sad you didn't know what your old man looked like. I searched high and low to find that one picture.
What's wrong, Apollo? Don't you want it? I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever met the guy.
Well, I went through all the trouble of finding it, so go on, take it. And don't ever let it go, you hear?
Died in Kurain. Wait! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! He died 23 years ago. Hey guys, remember how long the DC Act has been a thing? Remember how long? I think it's been about 23 years. Oh, shit. Oh, hell. Oh, fuck. It's all connected.
Oh, now that our bellies are full, what do you say we hit the road?
1 second. Hey, Trusty, any idea where Athena is? She left early this morning to pick up Daddy from the airport.
Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Rice coming back today.
Yeah, but I wonder why he cut his trip short like that. Anyway, shouldn't they have been back by now?
Knowing Athena, she probably got lost.
Oh, there's no point sitting around here waiting. Let's get going. I can't wait to see that super mysterious treasure.
To Crane Village, then. That place that that we should know we have a connection to, but we're not because fucking god damn it. The Founder's Orb awaits.
All right. May 16th, Crane Village. We haven't been here since Ace Attorney 3. This is Karain, the mystical village of spirit channeling, and where ancient traditions come alive. It's like a really peaceful place.
Oh, I love the air here. Nothing beats the mountains, huh, Apollo?
What to think of it? We used to live way up in the mountains too, just like this.
Sure brings back memories. Those were the days. The three of us living happily in peace.
I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know? That Mr. Dirk is not only Polly's daddy, but Prosecutor Sadmati's as well. And the way you two talked about it like it was nothing the whole bus right here. I guess it is a lot to take in. So tell me, Mr. Dirk, what was Apollo like as a kid?
Oh, he was full of piss and vinegar, he was. A real rascal. He and Iuna used to run around in the open fields naked as jaybirds. I've even got pictures of him posing in his birthday suit.
Whoa, Dirk! No way! Prosecutor Sadmati used to be like that too?
Well, the two of them would end up with leeches on their butts and cry like babies.
Dirk, don't you think you said enough?
Oh, you're no fun.
Yeah, I wanted to hear more about the misadventures of Polly. Hey, what are you people doing here? Emma, what are you doing here?
You know this lady's son?
Yeah, this is Emma Sky. She's a detective. Technically speaking, I'm a forensics expert, but I'll let it slide. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised to see you here. You always seem to pop up whenever there's trouble afoot. Still, what are the odds of running into you here in the boonies? By trouble, you mean you're investigating a case? God, I hope not. Does it look like I'm here to sightsee? Wait, don't tell me. You're not here to see Dr. Buff, are you? How'd you know that? We're actually on our way to meet with him right now. Figures. Well, follow me. I'll show you the way. Really?
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Just follow the nice lady to the man who is almost definitely dead already. God damn it.
Because of course he is. Let me turn the light on real fast. May 16th, Karay Village, Doctor Study. So this is Dr. Buff's study. Wow, look at all these books! Holy I love it. The shelves go from floor to ceiling. It's like a library in here. Yes, and lots of artifacts, too. A true archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there are so many relics, they're spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room. All I see is a mess. And what's with that white outline? One of them's the Nazca lines. And one of them's, you know, a corpse line. Emma, where's the doctor? Well, the thing is, he died last night. Wait, what? It seems an avalanche of books knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. We're labeling it an accidental death. What? Please tell me you're joking. As if I'd come all this way out here for a few laughs, Apollo. I guess not. A scholar killed by his own books. Oh man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead? Yes, that is a problem. Emma, can you please tell us exactly what happened? So the doctor died in an accident? I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books. This morning? Talk about bad timing. You mentioned that he had fallen off a ladder. Right, we believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one, and that sent him headlong on a fatal fall onto the hard floor. Well, sad. Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved. For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. You could say he died an honorable death. Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous. What? It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, being a wanted man and all, I bet you could. What now, Dirk? Dead man can't exactly hand over the orb.
I'll just have to find it. Must be around here somewhere.
Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. Oh, wrong one. No! I didn't mean to press that button. F. F that now we have to wait for all this. Ops here had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb.
Pops!
Oh, I see. That could be a problem, considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B?
I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dad should have it.
Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So who is this gentleman you're escorting? Oh, right. I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Karain. All the way from Karain, huh? So, what do you do there?
I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused now on making Karain a better place, though. Through volunteer work.
Volunteer work, huh? How interesting. Well, it's not technically a lie. So how do you two know each other? Oh, he's sort of my foster father. Come again? Yeah, and he's Prosecutor Sadmati's real father, too! What? You mean you... and Prosecutor Sadmati... I'm so sorry. It seems you've had quite a life. She's put a few things together. Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before?
Not that I recall.
Right, she must have seen that news report on TV. It'll really complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man. There are lots of guys who look like him. Sure you're not mistaking him for someone else? Are there, really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch, you don't see that every day. Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things. So what does that sacred relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I have no idea what it actually looks like.
So then how are we supposed to find it?
That I do not know either.
We hope that he has a very good organizational system, and there's a plaque that reads Founder's Orb. Yes, this one, here's a picture of it as well. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one. Great plan of attack there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over? I guess not. But in exchange, you're going to help me with my investigation. Sure, can't hurt. I mean, it can, and it will. Oh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure. Alright, let's start looking. What the hell is this? There's a pair of glasses on this little pyramid here. They belong to the doctor. Scientifically speaking, they appear to be your ordinary run-of-the-mill glasses. I guess they don't pique her interest, scientifically speaking. Nazca... Well, there are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things, the Nazca lines.
They remind me of the chalk outlines Detective draws around bodies. And the doctors as that just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field.
I don't think it was on purpose.
There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure.
Whoa, it's moving! Exterminate! Exterminate! Destroy all targets! I don't even want to know what this thing is for. Exterminate! Exterminate the doctor! Exterminate the doctor! We found the doctor's killer. It was the Dalek. The end. You were a doctor. You're a Dalek. Obviously. Doctor's already been killed. See? That's his outline right there. What number do you think he was? 22? I'm gonna say 22. So this is where Dr. Buff died. Poor man. He fell right on his head and probably died almost instantly. I see some blood on the book there, but what's that dark stain? It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently, perhaps even last night.
That's a mighty big window he's next to. Big enough for someone to see inside.
Exactly. That's how the local resident who reported his death found him to begin with. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window, and a passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they found.
So you mean this case is still only a few hours old? That explains why your investigation is just getting underway.
Hey look, it's Lord Helix. Everyone praise me, Lord Helix. A huge window. I bet you could see the entire study from the outside.
How could he concentrate in here? I feel so exposed.
Well, he does have a bookshelf positioned for some privacy around his desk. Is this a bird?
It looks like an airplane to me.
No, there couldn't have been any planes back when this was made.
Yes, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That makes it an airplane.
No, it's definitely a bird.
Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things.
I still say it's a bird. The doctor fell from the top of that ladder. That is not what I thought I clicked on.
From that height, a fall onto a hard surface would probably kill anyone.
I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place. Yes, you could say he climbed it all the way to heaven. Or to hell. We don't know what kind of man he was.
It's a two-tone raincoat. It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently.
It is, in fact, a 2D JPEG. That is not a 3D model. That is really funny. This PC is password protected. Seriously, you think your magic can do something about this? I don't think it can override a password. Now, locked desk, that I could get into. Like yours back at the office, Polly. Yikes. I'd better watch what I put in there. The more I realize my character in our Savage World games is just trucy sometimes. What, do you put weird stuff in your desk? Stuff you don't want anyone to see? Jeez, are you a mind reader too? No, but unlocking your thoughts is a cinch. There are a few pairs of shoes here. I guess there must be an entrance on this floor too. Yeah, there's a back door over that way, but it's usually locked from what I can tell. The visitor's entrance is up that spiral staircase. That's the way we came in. Let's look over here. It's a golden statue. Looks pretty old, too.
I imagine it has great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's
Is that the Rosetta Stone? I wonder how he got his hands on something like this. Why does he have the Rosetta Stone here? And we can't look at it. There's a brown stain on this scroll. Why does it smell like gravy?
Why would there be a gravy stain on it?
Who knows? But it looks like it's meant to be there.
Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art.
That pun wounded me gravily, Dirk. That one was worse. You did worse, Apollo. A coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. Must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. Guess I'd better clean this up.
What are you doing there, son?
What am I doing cleaning this office?
Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at your office.
No, it's just, if I don't keep the place clean, no one will. Everyone's a goddamn mess is what they are. Hold on a second! Wait a second! I recognize this. I recognize this fucking jar. It's this son of a bitch. Wasn't this bastard from the special episode of Ace Attorney 1 that was added on the DS? Ami. Why is someone's name written on here? Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things? Yeah, but this is just an urn, and the name is written so big. Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It was from the first episode of 2, was it? It says right in super big letters. The less said about this, the better. Was that? And one of the episodes in 3? It was from multiple things? I don't remember that. I'm so forgetful. Was it from the first episode of 2? Wasn't the one where he was... The one where he had amnesia? Bro broke it and put it back together wrong. That did happen. Okay, it wasn't let's say the second episode then. The first episode is still called episode 1. Okay. You're right. That was that one. Now, what's this on the floor? Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks.
Maybe there's something about the orb in there. It's a photo of the treasure box. The one from Temple's treasure room. These must be his research notes on the Founder's Orb.
What's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something.
Let's see. Oh, it's the song that's performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Kurani's rites of offering since ancient times.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright already figured it out. Good job. It's a song everyone in Kurain knows. Not much of a way to keep it secret. It's called hiding secrets in plain sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
That's strange.
What is? Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half. The second half? As in the part that begins, "Offer thy prayers"? I'm impressed. That's some thorough research he was conducting. Interesting. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return, descending upon us in all her glory. The Founder bestows the greatest power known. It's a spiral staircase. And it's connected to a hallway up there. Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up? Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up? Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you? Oh, well... Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly like a baby deer taking its first steps. And his face turns as green as a watermelon. It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know. Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the second floor. What an odd layout for a house. What a huge wall relief. It seems to depict a spirit channeling. Hey, the spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Karaim. Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted. Did you know some research claimed that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes, and that her third eye was able to divine the truth, just like the gods above? It's said to be on her forehead. Like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. That's one big suitcase. It's locked. Is it the doctor's? No, someone left it here last night. So the doctor might have had a visitor? But how can you tell? That sticker there, you only see those on airport luggage. Which means its owner is likely from overseas. Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to? Unless we can open it up to see what's inside. Guess not. That's because you're not me. Emma Sky, forensic expert extraordinaire. Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handbook.
Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person.
Oh, that's just what happens when a forensic switch gets flipped. With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be as easy as pie. Is that fingerprint powder? That's right, and there's no better time than the present to use it. Here we go! You remember how to do this, right? I applied the powder to where I think some prints might be and blown the excess off. Exactly. Well, have at it. Now, where would you expect to find prints on a suitcase? Where, oh where, would you expect to find fingerprints? Down here, right? No. I'm kidding. Faster, faster, faster. Okay, or not. Oh, here we go. There's another handle. There are 2 handles! They tricked me! Lying bastards. Wrong one. That button. Hey, can I get a better camera angle? Thank you. I see the prints! Oh wait, I have to analyze. What do you mean? This wasn't killer enough for a match. Oh my, so... I'm literally on the handle. That's true. This is the handle, and it's just, I guess these aren't clear enough. Okay, fine. I'll go to I'll find the latch. Where is it? Is this it? Are you the latch? Oh, wrong button. I need to back out first. Nothing. Is this latch or is that the hinge? Oh, that was the hinge. I was on the wrong side. Can I please zoom out a little bit? That'd be nice. I'm here. This is where you're opening it. Right? It's on the other side. Nope. I feel like I was right the first time that it's the handle. And it's just being rude. This music is so cheery. I don't think I've ever thought about the music while I'm doing this. I guess that's just the palm. That's the word, palm. God, the fact that I can't find them, even though I know I'm looking in the right places, it's starting to bug me. You know, it'd probably be a little. I would probably wouldn't care as much if dusting wasn't so slow. I'm dying. Send help. Someone please help. I might just have to go look up where this is, because now I'm just like, I'm annoyed. This should not be this difficult. Checking all the logical spaces. Well, that's definitely a good way to get a bunch of space at a time. Oh my god, I think I found something. Friends, please? Is this them? Oh my god, we got it. We found it. Dear God. Right there. It's right there. Emma, I've got a pretty clear print here. It only took me 1,000 years. Okay, let me know who you think it could belong to. Who could it be? It would have to be someone who would have paid Dr. Buff a visit. Ah, shit. Yep, I kind of expected this. I kind of expected that to be. Why did we have Dad's fingerprints? Ow. Hello? We have a match. Ass. Come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement.
So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here.
Where do you suppose he is now?
I haven't heard from him in a while. He's not answering his phone.
Oh, wait. You don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you?
I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead.
Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier. Really? A suspicious man had been reported in the area, but when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot. What?
Sorry about that. Kuraini's people aren't all like him, I swear.
Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere. Maybe he knows something about the orb. Maybe he knows something about the death.
Seems the orb isn't here.
That means Dats might be our only lead at this point.
Detective Sky said he might still be here in the village. We should try and find him.
Back into the village we go. Welcome back to Maya's hometown. Okay, hold on, we have a politician.
Good day to you, citizens of Kurain Village. My name is Paul Addison, and I want your vote.
Wow, that's really loud. Look, something's coming this way.
Paul Addison, savior of Kurain, has come to... No, it's you people.
Follow. What is that strange conveyance coming this way?
Right, left, halt!
It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins?
Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't like you.
So you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
Attishan. I'm trying to figure out what his stupid name means. What joke his name is making. Paul Attishan. Petition?
What a bunch of shady-looking characters.
And you aren't? So I take it you knew the doctor?
What a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Kurain. After all, I am the man who's destined to be king of this fine nation someday.
Okay, two things. One, this is a village, not a nation. You don't become king. Oh, politician. I was saying it wrong. I was saying addition. It's addition. Thank you, bye beast, and hello. Anyways, two, I'm sorry, but Maya's going to be the master of Crane Village because she's mastered spirit channeling. Who are you? What do you mean king?
Ignorant fools, I am THE politician. The one and only. I am a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before. Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo?
Not that I know of.
I'm running for the seat on the local council right now.
Yes, even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere.
But my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics.
And rider of his grandfather's coattails. Oh, I love her.
Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one.
Sure.
Oh, a pleasant day to you, good people of Kurain. I am politician. It's time to reclaim the glory of Kurain together. A convenience store on every corner, a karaoke bar in every home. A vote for a politician is a vote for a happier, hopier Kurain village.
Turn off that infernal racket, you fool! You're a stain on your grandfather's good name!
Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated as always.
I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear. In other words, he's a model politician. And a grade A douchebag.
Now, where was I? Oh, right, you were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing in there,
Why am I talking to you? I don't care about you. Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning?
That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in the village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues.
Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly.
Try harder next time, sir.
Poor guys. They're exhausted and covered in sweat. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze.
The Titian family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country.
Really?
My grandfather, Abe Titian, was a prominent member of Congress. And he was born right here in Korean. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him.
All I asked about was his palanquin.
You must have heard of the Addisons. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style.
Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Tracy? I don't recall ever reading about them at school.
Young people today. You people really need to pay more attention to politics.
I mean, politics are important, but also fuck you. You're 25. You're 2 years older than Apollo. And Tracy's not old enough to vote.
So, what business did you people have at Dr. Buff's house?
He was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Karain.
The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you?
Wait, what do you know about the orb?
I know that it's mine, that's what.
How do you figure that?
Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Ami Faye.
Excuse me? The Crystal of Ami Faye?
Well, that's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Addison family.
Okay. I'm gonna be real with you. Something that has the last name Faye, when the Faye family is well known in this village, and like, they're the leaders of this village, for the most part, I highly doubt that something that has their name on it belongs to you.
Until it was stolen, that is. But it's when I had zeroed in on the culprit. The doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket.
So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. But I've been told the doctor himself said that he had the Founder's Orb.
It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Ami Faye being the Founder's Orb.
Weird foreigner? Could he mean... Is this the foreigner you're talking about?
Take that!
Yes, that's him.
I thought so. I mean, really have to find that.
Do you know where this man is now? I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse.
What?
That buffoon.
Well, at least we know where he is now.
Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's Orb. So you really are after my crystal?
No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb, and we have an agreement to prove it.
Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine. And I intend to give it to my benefactor.
Your benefactor?
My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence.
So you're just going to give your family heirloom away to this person?
That's right. It's a purely political decision.
In exchange, your patron will get the people of Karain to vote for you?
Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections.
Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess.
You just wait. Politician will reign supreme someday.
Rotting in jail, he will. You're already in prison. What are you doing? May 16th. Detention center. Visitor's room.
Hey.
Ah! Ah! What was his voice? What's he doing under the desk?
Thou cogs the corrupt regime, I've nothing to say to you. It's me, Dirk. It's me, Dirk.
Oh.
Dirk, you're a sight for sore eyes. I need you to come save me. Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. My bad. At least the grub here's pretty good compared to that prison back home. You got 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk? No thanks. They just send me back to Karain where I'd face immediate execution.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea. Looks like he's still the same too. Long time no see, Dats. Hmm? Hey, you look kind of familiar. Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? A to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How you been? Fine. And you, Dots? You look good, besides the incarceration and all. Those horns, AJ. Horns? I've grown up with you just like a stag's antlers. I can't take it. You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we needed to talk to you about. Sure, pull up a chair. I've got all the time in the world. The slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it. He's rather laid back for someone in police custody. Again, the police custody he's used to, will kill you. You know? That's, what was the doctor had really the Founder's Orb? Absolutely, positively, the doc was sure of it! Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Ami Faye. Also claims you were filling the doctor's heads with lies. That ain't true. The doc said he was sure it was the real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was the Founder's Orb. So then that politician character was lying? Imagine that, a politician who lies. Also, in my mind, they're the same goddamn thing. I bet he wants the orb all to himself. I wonder who's telling the truth. Well, take a look at this. It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's Orb. Let me see that. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Signed, Dr. Archie Buff. See, I got it all down in writing. But that's... why does it say, if I will come to no harm at the end here? He's only wanted in Karain. He's not wanted here in America. Sounds like he was scared of you. Dats, did you threaten the doctor in any way? No, you got it all wrong. It was the doc's friend. He told me all us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him. Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things. Also, as long as no one knows that he's, you know, that Dirk, he's fine. The problem is, he has come to harm, so I feel like the agreement's null and void. What have you done now, Dats? Nothing! I'm innocent, I tell ya! It all started when this dog-faced cop tried to question me. He looked so funny, I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. Oh, it was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog. How funny is that? Alright, so what happened after that? Oh, they caught me hiding in the doghouse. Dang pooch ratted me out. I guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades. Sounds like the dog's got the last laugh. Dats, weren't you clear to those jailbreak charges? And your capture by Lady Kira deemed unlawful? Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway. What are the charges this time? Unauthorized entry or something like that. I think I'm an illegal alien. And I can't prove otherwise because I lost my passport. Is there any way they'd let you go? No, without my passport. If only I had it. Dirk! AJ! You gotta find my passport! Do you have the key to your suitcase? Alright, we'll find it. One more thing to add to our to-do list. Now, where might Dad's passport be? Oh, about the orb's whereabouts. Maybe the doc's kid knows something. The doctor had a kid? Yeah, bit of a shut-in, though. Poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison. A shut-in? Sounds like it'll be a challenge just to get a conversation going. Time for your questioning. Follow me. It must be lunchtime. Today is fried chicken, if I'm not mistaken. You'll get your lunch if you behave yourself. Dirk, AJ, I'll see you guys around. He really is so positive. Our only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out is not going to be easy, I know. Well, back we go. Also remembering something that I want to do real fast. Or at least get ready. May 16th! Crane Village! Oh, it's you again. Hey, Emma. Looking for Mr. Wright? He was just here a second ago. He was? What was Daddy doing here? Good question. He said he was looking for something. Did he say anything else? Oh, let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport? Yes, that was it. I guess Athena really did get lost. But what's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place? He can't be looking for us since no one told him we'd be here. Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest. Apparently, no one's told them that Maya is from Crane Village. I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me. Of course. Thanks, Emma.
First and foremost, we'd better find Datz's passport. We should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child.
Hey, is it just me, or is there something new in here? Yes, there is.
Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, we should take a closer look at it too.
Let's not forget about Datz's passport. It should be around here somewhere. I don't remember seeing this thing before. What the hell is this? What's this? A model helicopter? Don't you know anything, Apollo? It's a drone! They're all the rage right now. I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid.
We need to ask them about the orb's whereabouts.
Yeah, but learning how to shut in isn't going to be easy. Yeah, but now we have that. That's a suitcase. Maybe his passport's in there. It's no good. It's locked tight. Well, we should have asked him for the key. Or don't we have multiple professional lockpickers here? What are we going to do about Datz's passport? Probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open. Why don't I take it over to Dad so we can unlock it? That way you guys can continue looking for the orb. Good thinking, Trucy. Okay, here I go. Huh? What the? This thing weighs a ton! Let me try. Jeez, how can a suitcase be so heavy? It's filled with bricks or something?
Knowing Datz, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. It's certainly much too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center. Here, let me take a crack at that lock.
What, are you going to pick it? The single-sided jiggler.
There you go.
That was fast.
A lock like that is child's play to me. Especially after all the wrongly imprisoning patriots I've busted out over the years.
You've sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer.
And here we go. That's his passport.
I'll take it over to him. Thanks, Trucy. No problem. Now you guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later. Can I see what else is in that suitcase? I want to know what makes it so heavy. There she goes. I wish you wouldn't make such a big deal out of our little family situation.
Father-son time, huh? Been ages since we had a father-son talk, huh, son?
Yeah, well over a decade.
So, Apollo, how have you been?
Oh, fine. I'm fine, I guess.
Is that so? Fine, you say. Well, fine is fine by me. Good to hear.
Okay. Good talk. So what do we talk about now?
Get down! Hit the dirt, son!
Huh? The drone! What the? Oh, it's got a gun! Why does it have a gun? Why does the drone have a gun? Oh. Did I get shot? What do you mean we got shot? Hello?
Speak to me, son! Say something!
Please tell me it was like just a taser or a tranquilizer or like rubber bullets that just hurt. Oh, that's smart. You maggots! What do you think you're doing invading buff airspace? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, you yellow-bellied yahoos! Oh, it can talk? What kind of drone is this anyway? Ah! Drone nothing! That's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier! You got that, you lowly grunts? Ow! The who now? Buff. Sounds like the doctor's son is behind the controls. He's controlling this thing? Apollo, let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of him. Got it. Sergeant Buff? Sergeant Buff, sir, you forgot to say, sir. Ain't you never seen a war movie before? Oh, right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir! Better. Much better. Now, state your names, unit and rank, soldier. Oh, I'm Paul Justice. I serve at the right anything agency. My rank is, legend lawyer, sir? Affirmative, Private Justice. Private? Well, listen up, diaper baby. Your commanding officer's orders are absolute. Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad. Do I make myself clear? Oh, sir, yes, sir. Good. We might make a man out of you yet, Private. I have the song available to play if you'd like. Won't we get copyright stricken for that? Good point. The mouse is quite litigious. Never mind, we'll play it later. When the cameras aren't watching. Now for you, Cyclops. Huh? Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank too? I'm Dirk Sudbody. I command the rebel group, the Defiant Dragons, and my rank is, leader, sir. Excellent. Welcome aboard, Commandeer Dirk. Wait a second. What's that ridiculous mop you call a head? Soldiers should be clean cut. Sorry, but this is my signature look. I'm not going to... Oh, fine. I'll get a haircut before we ship out. Listen up, you. It's kill or be killed out on that battlefield. No place for leave-in conditioners. All you've got is your life, and you're lucky to have that. He's oddly obsessed with field survey for someone who never goes outdoors. This is going to be harder than I thought, son. Are you controlling that drone from your room, sir? Affirmative. But I can see everything you do from here, so... 10, hut soldier, wipe that stupid look off your face. I'm going to whip you sheltered peaceniks into shape. With what? Your charming personality? I think his gun. Honestly, I think it's his gun. Look, it's got a camera and speakers, too. And that's not all, Commandeer. With these arms, I can cook and clean, too. Speaking of which, Private Justice, you're on the training duty. Snap to it on the double. Ugh. If I don't see enough of the toilet back at the office. Why do I have a feeling that this thing's gonna be on the witness stand as a drone? We're gonna eventually see Dirk's son in court. But here's the thing, I know for a fact that that drone is gonna be a witness.
I think it's pretty handy. Us Defiant Dragons could use one of those.
Yes, it is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it especially for siege defense. Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? Ah! Holding up is a stronghold to defend against an enemy. Holding up in a stronghold to defend against an enemy is an age-old military tactic. Also, I really need to be paying more attention to it when it talks, because I love the speaker thing being like its mouth. It has a mustache and a mouth and everything. I love this thing. A timeless strategy still applicable in modern warfare. No, not the Call of Duty games. The like legitimate modern. No, anyways, I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers. I meant no offense. It was just an observation. So the greenhorn, who ain't even discharged a firearm, got something to say, does he? Sorry, it won't happen again, sir. Darn tootin'. Now, state your intention, soldier. We had an agreement with your father. He had promised to hand over the Founder's Orb to us. What? Papa promised you that?
He did, but he died before he could tell us where it's hidden. Now we have no idea where it is.
Oh. Papa, why'd you have to die?
It was an unfortunate accident, and I'm sorry for your loss.
If it helps at all, I know how you feel. Sorry. Ah! What do I do now? You insignificant maggot! What would an unseasoned rookie like you know about how I feel? First I lost Mama, and now I've lost Papa. You lost your mother too? She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now. All alone.
Sergeant Buff, would you tell us a little bit more about what happened to your mother?
Mama passed away about 6 months ago. We were still living in our apartment in the city. Back then, I had yet to engage my siege defense strategy.
In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world.
It was arson. It happened so suddenly, and before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Mama and I were trapped inside. But help never came. So Mama cradled me in her arms, kicked out a window, and jumped! She did what? She was like a walking, talking medal of valor, my Mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground. She sounds like a superhero or something. But from that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. She died so that I could live!
I don't know what to say. And the person who started the fire?
He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned.
At least justice was served. I hope that brought you some solace.
I've lost both my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel! Mama? Papa?
Poor kid. It's hard losing both your parents at such a young age. You must really feel alone now. Apollo, I imagine you know what he's going through.
I do?
The road to recovery begins by talking to someone who suffered the same hardship. I know you have something that shows you understand.
Sergeant, sir, would you please take a look at this? What do we have here?
It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died. In a fire.
What?
And like your mother, he died in an arsonist blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save his infant son.
Private Justice, you've suffered a loss just like mine.
I have. And that's why I know how you feel.
But you still have your mother, don't you?
No, I lost her too.
What?
She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she's still alive or dead.
I don't even know what she looks like. Oh.
Sergeant Buff, his experience is very much like your own. If anyone can understand the sadness in your heart, it's him.
Attention! I salute you, Comrade Justice. You are no longer a private in the Buff Army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal.
Corporal? Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice. I'm just glad that seemed to cheer him up a bit.
Now, comrade, let's toast to your new stripes. And call me Sarge, don't be shy. We're a band of brothers now. Ha 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 ha!
Now's our chance, Corporal. Ask him about the Founder's Orb. They're just getting way too much of a kick out of this.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hi, Delphi. Welcome back.
Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the orb might be?
It was here in Papa's study until last night, but he said he was going to go hide it somewhere. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it.
Where do you think he could have hidden it?
Somewhere in the village, I guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it.
So it was here last night. That is, until he went out to hide it somewhere in the village. The only question is where. Maybe he left some clues here in his study. Let's search the place again. We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. Might steer us toward the hiding place. So, Sarge, what was your father like?
Papa was as kind as Mama was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me. What do you mean? I initiated my siege defense strategy after Mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics.
What a fine father.
He even quit his position at the university to move here. He did? Excuse me. He did! He gave up his beloved research position just for me. A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said.
Well, I'm only about 2 inches tall right about now.
There's no one in the world I respected more than him. But that just makes his passing all the more devastating. Papa, may you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. Oh, right, the computer. This computer could provide some useful information. Drat, it's password protected. Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to.
Oh, look at me. I don't know the first thing about computers.
Ha! Leave it to me! A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. Do you know the password, or are you hacking in? And I'm in! Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too.
Okay, let's see what we can find.
Is that Mrs. Buff?
Oh, what's this? An email message.
It's the orb!
Now this is interesting. It's a research report to whoever asked the doctor to study the orb.
Here, I put the data on this. We now know what the orb looks like. Take it and use it well, soldier. We just saw the orb. There was a picture attached. Damn it. Email added to the court record. Is that not the Founder's orb? I guess technically we don't know for certain. The opaque crystal orb is the key. Sir, do you ever read these books? Why, of course! Soldiers must have extensive knowledge as well as fighting prowess. I'm learning all I can each and every day in preparation for the big battle. The big battle? You know, for when I go back to school. I'll need to be up to date on every subject. Stuff like, you know, the latest comics and Hollywood gossip.
Oh, I see.
I'm not reading, writing, and arithmetic. Well, I'm reading for you, Sarge. Thanks! I'll try my best! What an adorable kid. It's a raincoat. Huh? It's a bit wet, and there's fresh mud on it. That must mean someone wore it recently.
Indeed. Maybe even as recently as last night.
Sarge, did it rain here last night? Negative! There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Then how did this raincoat get all muddy and wet? When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me. That means it got like this later at night.
Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue.
It's a shoe cubby. These shoes look like they belong to Sarge and his dad. These boots here are a little damp.
And it looks like there's something inside this one.
Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night.
It might lead us to where he hid the orb. Let's take a closer look.
I recognize there's a question mark on the bottom of the boot. Appa had these custom made for his archaeological fieldwork. He had the soul of an adventurer.
Well, this boot had the soul of an adventurer too.
And he's giving off a soft glow inside the boot. But it's too dark in there to see what it is. I might get a better look inside if we undid these straps. Hooray for Velcro. It looks like some kind of glowing moss. It could have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Must have gotten in with some of that mud. It might be worth looking into, if it'll help us pinpoint where the doctor hid the orb. You wouldn't happen to know of a place, like that, would you, buddy, pal, friend? Or about this exterminating robot? Exterminate! Exterminate! Destroy all humans! What's this thing's problem? It's an oop-art, an out-of-place artifact. Papa wanted it at an online auction. An online auction? Yes, he says an alien weapon that destroyed an entire ancient civilization. Where'd I even start with an explanation like that? Exterminate! Exterminate! This urn with Ami painted on it looks really old. I don't think it's going to provide any info we need. Is your room upstairs, Sarge? Yes, it's the one at the end of the hall. Why do you say you come out so we can enjoy a snack together? But
I promise we won't bite.
if you insist, then I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
No, wait.
Dirk, you'd better apologize quick.
I'm sorry for pushing.
Very well, as long as you don't do it again, I'll let it slide this one time. That's a suitcase. It's full of survival gear and questionable souvenirs. We already got his passport, so we can leave it be for now. Have we found everything that we can? Are these the doctors? Yes, those are Papa's reading glasses. He said he'd been having trouble reading lately, but those glasses seem to help.
Reading glasses, huh? I'll just hold on to these.
Dirk, don't tell me you're having trouble reading too.
Perish the thought! I just don't want to leave any stone unturned.
How old is he anyways? 45? Okay, I feel like this proves that this wasn't an accidental death and it was in fact a murder. Because if he was going to be up on a ladder looking for books, he would have had his reading glasses on. Okay, let's go over what we've learned so far. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat. And it was somewhere where this glowing moss grows. Any ideas where that might be, Sarge? Negative, comrade! I hate to say my intel's a little thin on this one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy ever since we moved to the village.
Well, son, it seems we have no other choice. We'll have to ask the locals if they know of a place like that.
We need to find... Where's Maya? Where are Maya and Phoenix and Athena? I want everyone to get back together again. Ugh. Feels like somebody's watching me. It's really creeping me out. Oh, it's just politicians' campaign posters. When did he put those up? Whatever. I've got more important things to be paying attention to.
What great weather! It really lifts the spirits. I know, after our little treasure hunt, what do you say we go hunting, son?
Hunting? We used to do that a lot, didn't we?
Just look at that mountain. I bet there are some feisty wild boars up there.
I think I'll pass, but thanks.
Oh, so hunting's a no-go. Well, I guess that wild boar stew will have to wait then. Apollo, something seems different from the last time we were here.
You mean the posters?
No, not those.
What's he talking about? I guess I should take a look around myself. Is it this easel? What do we have here? It looks like an unfinished picture, like something a little kid might paint.
You're right.
But I can't quite tell what it's of. I think it's supposed to be nighttime, but what's this thing on the left?
A monster, or some kind of alien, perhaps.
Oh, I know what that is! It's the raincoat!
In any case, it's a pretty poor excuse for a drawing.
Well, what did you expect from a little kid? Little kid? Pearls! Friend! How you... Oh, it's you, Pearl! Why, Mr. Apollo, is that you? What a pleasant surprise! It's been quite some time. How have you been?
Fine, thanks. You're looking good too, Pearl. Aren't you going to introduce me, son?
Of course. This is Pearl Fay. She's a spirit medium here in Crane Village. Pearl, this is Dirk, my, client. Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Nice to meet you too. And what a polite little girl you are.
Actually, I'm a high schooler.
Whoops, sorry about that.
Yeah, she's a year older than Trucy.
So you're a spirit medium. Does that mean you can channel spirits then?
Yes, I'm still in training though. But I'm well versed in the art of spirit channeling.
Well now, isn't that something? I mean, back in my country, our little princess hasn't channeled a single spirit yet. Pretty impressive, young lady.
Oh, but compared to Mystic Maya, there's so much more I must learn.
Mystic Maya? Oh right, Maya Fey, Mr. Wright's former courtroom assistant. He told me all about her. She's a spirit medium too, if memory serves.
Yes, she's an amazing medium, and soon she'll be the next head of the Fae clan too. She does look very young, and it's just part of her charm. It's just part of her. It's just who she is. Sorry, Pearl. I'm so sorry. Mediums and spirit channeling. I've heard all about it from Mr. Wright. He said that mediums will even physically become the person they're channeling. Yeah, it was rather disturbing when we saw Maya turn into, the priest. I wonder if even little Pearl would turn into a hulking giant if she had to channel one. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Apollo?
Oh, just a small matter to take care of.
Wait, would it happen to be the matter Mr. Edgeworth is looking into?
Prosecutor Edgeworth? What's he doing here?
Oh, so it's a different matter then? Because I just saw him a moment ago. He appeared to be searching for something.
Oh?
Mr. Edgeworth is a friend of Mr. Wright's. Friend. Friend. And the district chief prosecutor. How would he be here in Crane?
Oh, no point obsessing over it.
Friend. Quotation.
Come to think of it, you live here in Crane Village, don't you, Pearl?
Yes, I was born and raised here.
This is perfect, Apollo. Let's ask the young lady if she knows where the doctor might have gone last night.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe I should show her what we found in the doctor's study. Pearl, do you have any idea where this moss might grow? That looks like Mitama moss. It grows on Mount Mitama and gives off a soft glow in the dark.
Mount Mitama?
See that mountain over there? That's Mount Mitama.
And how would one get there?
You can take a bus from that bus stop over there. May I ask why you are so interested in that moss?
Well, Dr. Buff was supposed to give us something, but it seems he hid it somewhere last night.
He did? Maybe that's why he,
Earl, do you know something that might help us?
Well, sounds like I better find out what she knows. Alright, we are also coming up on time here. So the plan is, once Molly and Caden are up, which should be soon, we'll go ahead and raid them. We'll probably raid Molly. And we'll call it there, but for now, let's keep talking. Earl, do you have any idea where Dr. Buff might have gone last night? Well... about that. All I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere in Mount Mitama.
She's lying. My bracelet, it's reacting, which means Pearl is hiding something from me.
I feel like this is absolutely a great place to save and stop here, but I need Molly to go up first. Alright, well, let me go ahead and get some stuff ready. But for the most part, thank you all so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm honestly surprised we made it through episode 4 that fast. It really was just kind of a bit of a filler, wasn't it? It was such a filler episode that had nothing to do with anything. But that's fine, sometimes you need that. Let's get this ready. I need to copy this. We're gonna do a different raid message than normal. We'll go ahead and get it ready. This is gonna be today's raid message. Because it's funny. And hopefully, I'm gonna try and get Molly to search it. Molly's up. Dope. I'm gonna try and get Molly to translate this. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed some more Ace Attorney. I love you all. Get some food, get some water, do some stretchies, enjoy some swooning over stands. We will be back on Saturday with either more of this or Digimon. I don't know what I'll do first. I'll figure it out. Maybe Digimon. Maybe we'll do Digimon on Saturday. Until then, thank you all, and have a good night.